Specializing in hot chicken with a fun atmosphere, Party Fowl offers diners a one-of-a-kind experience at all 4 of their locations. The menu, created by executive chef Bart Pickens, includes a number of hot chicken dishes with heat levels ranging from mild to poltergeist, as well as creative spins on all the classics. With wall-to-wall large-screen TVs and a brunch that is like nothing else in Middle Tennessee, entertainment abounds at their hot chicken restaurants. The latest location in Donaldson is even decked out with a beautiful event space perfect for small and large gatherings alike. Owner and Ezell-Harding football alum Austin Smith and his team opened the restaurant with the hopes of bringing together the best of Nashville under one roof by combining great food, great fun, and great music. With locations in the heart of downtown Nashville, Donaldson, Cool Springs, and Murfreesboro, you're never far from the party. Party Fowl, proud sponsor of Ezell-Harding football.
Hey y'all, Austin Smith here, owner of Party Fowl, graduate of your 2000 Ezell-Harding class and football alum. We're so proud to be a sponsor for this 2020-2021 football season. Go Eagles!
Ladies and gentlemen, we want to welcome you to Ezell-Harding Christian School for tonight's first home game matchup between the Eagles of Ezell-Harding Christian School and the Colts from Christian Community. My name is Jason Charlton. I will be your host for this evening, and we are glad that you joined us live on Facebook. We also have a YouTube link that should be working at some point, probably live right now. Hope you guys can join us. Please feel free to share it on Facebook, get some other folks involved in the action tonight. Christian Community, as you can see, taking the field. We're running a little bit late this evening. They experienced some bus trouble, I believe, and of course Nashville traffic. You never know any given day what you're going to find in Nashville, but they are a little bit late getting to us, so we're running a little bit behind on our pregame show. We have a few things for you today on the pregame show. We're going to talk a little bit about tonight's particular matchup. We'll also highlight one of our student athletes, Jamari Liddell, talk a little bit about his season so far. We have an interview with head coach Dustin McGee that we will roll here in just a minute. We filmed that yesterday. We're going to talk about keys to victory. And in the meantime, we'll break away and show a few of our commercials. I would like to go ahead and just say a quick thank you to our sponsors. Have a number of folks who've come alongside to do a corporate sponsorship. Something like this cannot happen without these folks. I want to say a big thank you to Party Fowl. Alum Austin Smith, owner of Party Fowl, has stepped up big time, and he is our senior corporate sponsor, Party Fowl is, and so you'll see their commercial. Troy Charlton, Century 21 Charlton Realty, located here in Nashville, actually about half a mile down the road. Century 21 Charlton Realty has been serving this area for over 60 years, and so thank you to Troy Charlton, 1989 alum, for being a corporate sponsor as well. Martez Coleman and Human Mortgage. Martez, a big fan of Ezell-Harding, 2 kids here at Ezell. Braxton Coleman, you'll hear his son's name tonight quite a bit. But Martez Coleman and Human Mortgage, thank you so much for being a corporate sponsor. And finally, Wash 37135, and alumnus Brian Snyder and his car wash out in Nolensville, Tennessee. Corporate sponsorship. And again, just really appreciate those folks coming alongside to make this happen this evening. One big shout out to Nashville Video Productions and Mike Murray. Mike, big fan, big friend of Ezell-Harding Christian School. His company, Nashville Video Productions, you can see their logo on the screen. This absolutely does not happen without Mike Murray and Nashville Video Productions. If you have business related to video production, and anything that needs to be produced, you need to call Mike Murray in Nashville Video Productions. He will do you up right. He's a consummate gentleman and businessman, and really appreciate Mike's help with our broadcast this evening. You can see here in the booth, this, again, Mike Murray helped set this thing up. This is something a little bit over the top that we've decided to do this year. Our football broadcasts are a big deal, and we have a lot of viewers who tuned in last year, especially when we went down to Panama City Beach to play in the national tournament, and they're like, hey, we really love the broadcast, and we'd like to see more of it. So we tried to make it happen in a big way. So, again, Nashville Video Productions has 3 cameras that you'll see throughout the night. We'll have one tight on the ball, we'll have one wider angle, and then we'll have an end zone cam. We're going to have instant replay, so we'll be able to see if the referees made the right call or not. Get to see the good plays over and again. And, again, we're in for a beautiful night of football. It's probably by now maybe 70 degrees, maybe upper 60s for kickoff. It has been an absolutely beautiful day. God has blessed us with a beautiful, beautiful day for our first home football game. The Eagles come into today's matchup with a record of 1-1. The Eagles started the season against the Tennessee Heat and came out on the short end of that one by 2 points. Very, very good game. Tennessee Heat are undefeated on the season. The Eagles fall to the Tennessee Heat, first game of the season, by 2. Last week, the Eagles play on the road at Franklin Classical School. Great football game. The Eagles come on top, win by 2 in overtime against Franklin Classical School. Christian Community School is 0-2 on the season. It's a little bit different situation that Christian Community finds themselves in. They have a very, very successful program. Head coach Jordan Flanders does a fantastic job at Christian Community School. They graduated quite a few guys last year, and so they are doing something similar to what Ezell-Harding's doing, trying to find their identity early on in the season. But that's what's going on here, the first game of the season for our first home matchup. We're going to head to a commercial break. When we return, somebody's handing me a cup of coffee, which I am going to need tonight. When we return, we are going to talk a little bit about Jamari Liddell, quarterback for Ezell-Harding, senior quarterback for Ezell-Harding, when we return after this message from Century 21 Charlton Realty.
Century 21 Charlton Realty is a full-service real estate company located just half a mile from the Ezell-Harding campus. Serving the Nashville community since 1966, Century 21 Charlton Realty agents proudly serve the areas of Southeast Nashville, Rutherford, Williamson, and Wilson counties. Broker Troy Charlton is a third-generation real estate broker and also a 1989 alum of Ezell-Harding and a proud member of the school's 1989 state championship baseball team. He and his team of realtors are ready to serve you for any real estate needs that you have. Customer service is their priority. Let Century 21 Charlton Realty help you find your next home.
Hi there, this is Troy Charlton. Century 21 Charlton Realty is a proud sponsor of Ezell-Harding football. You know, for us, selling a home is a fastball right down the middle. So give us a call for all of your real estate needs.
Welcome back to Ezell-Harding Christian School. Tonight's matchup, Ezell-Harding will take on the Colts of Christian Community. I'm going to flip that back and forth all night long, but Christian Community and the Colts, tonight's matchup for Ezell-Harding. I want to talk a little bit about our senior quarterback, Jamari Liddell. Jamari comes into the season in a new role, a new position as quarterback for Ezell-Harding. Ezell-Harding's quarterback, Derek Griffin, graduated last year, and Derek constituted a significant portion of the Ezell-Harding offense. So one of the pieces that the Eagles needed to replace was the quarterback, and Jamari Liddell has filled that role well so far, rushing for a number of touchdowns, got a lot of yardage on the season. Good thing about Jamari is Jamari understands the offense really, really well. Jamari's one of the brightest students we have on campus, and he understands in this type of offense the importance of being able to make reads offensively. And so Jamari comes into tonight's game with a lot on his shoulders, but it's not something that Jamari is concerned about. Jamari is a leader. He doesn't love the spotlight and that he thinks that the game is about him. Jamari's a team-first guy, but he is not afraid of the spotlight, and he is really going to be a blessing to this offense. Again, Derek Griffin being lost to graduation last year, Jamari stepping into that very important role is going to be something that the Ezell-Harding Eagles are going to need. And truthfully, after the first couple of games, it's something that the Eagles how to do, replacing I'd say probably 80 to almost 90% of the offensive output from last year, either graduating or transferring. Jamari Liddell and Braxton Coleman and company are still working together to figure out exactly how to put this machine back together and back on track. Made significant progress from week 1 to week 2. And as we go into week 3, the expectation is they're ready to take yet another step to making progress on the offensive end. Eagles still averaging probably around 44 points a game, so the offensive output is still relatively high. However, the defense has also had a lot of output in terms of giving up points as well. So be looking for some changes on defense as well. Yesterday, I was able to catch up with Coach Dustin McGee, head coach Dustin McGee. He was fresh off painting the football field. As you can see, the image of the football field. We'll talk a little bit about the difference between last year's football field and this one. But caught up with Coach Dustin McGee yesterday to talk about a number of things, including this upcoming season. And we're going to roll to that footage at this time.
I'm here with head football coach Dustin McGee, and want to talk a little bit, Coach, about not only this season, but I want to look back to last year's season as well. We're coming off an MTAC state championship, undefeated in the league. Almost won the national championship down there in Panama City. Overall, just a very successful, very fun year, first year for 8-man football. Tell me a little bit, just reflect on last season and kind of what some of the highlights were for you as a coach.
There were so many highlights, it's hard to point them out, but just that first year in 8-man football, we really learned a lot about just the game itself, the schematics of it, trying to learn how to coach it the best we could. And we had a really talented team, obviously. I mean, we wouldn't have won the championship without the talent we had, but I feel like, once we went down to Alabama and played Evangel and actually got beat, our only loss of the year, that was the biggest and best thing that could have happened to us all year long, because we, as a coaching staff, learned so much about just how we needed to call the game for our guys to be successful after that loss. And I think you saw just our team take off to another level after that game. So for me, it sounds weird, but that loss in week 4 was the highlight of the season because it made us who we were at the end.
So what did you've mentioned that in some of our conversations about the first and even the first game against Riverside. What did you learn? I know you did work going into the season about some of the differences, but obviously once you get into the flow of things, it's where it really matters. But what did you learn in those first few games that you didn't really even anticipate?
Well, I'm just being honest with you. We created our offense from our own heads, honestly. I mean, we came up with concepts that we had ran in 11-man. We were a split back veer option team in 11-man. It's kind of been my background. And we took those concepts and moved it into a spread with 3 down linemen in 8-man football. And the biggest thing for us is we just didn't know how teams were going to defend that. And, through the first 3-4 weeks, we kind of got a feel for how 8-man defenses would defend our option game and some of the different looks that we would see and how we needed to call it differently to help our kids find success. And I think that's the biggest thing that we learned was just the adjustments that defenses would make against our offensive scheme and how we can make our offense much more successful just by certain calls and looks that we could give the defense.
You and I have also talked about kind of the perception that 8-man football has, and honestly, I would say probably it's kind of unique to our area because across the country, 8-man football is kind of a big deal. And so, what do you think it's going to take to kind of help 8-man football in Tennessee kind of get to that level where it is in other parts of the country?
I think it just takes time. You know, I think it's with anything else, you have to introduce it to people first, and I feel like we've done a good job of that. And I think over the next few years, as we get deeper into it and people around the state watch us and how we handle it and the success that it brings to us, then you know, I just think over time people will see and appreciate what we're doing, and hopefully other teams will join along. But I just think it takes time. It takes some getting used to. You know, I don't think the state of Tennessee has ever seen it before, or most of the state at least. So once you get introduced to something, you figure out it's real football and the same aches and pains that the kids feel on Saturdays as they did in 11-man. So it's just going to take some time.
So what is the most enjoyable thing? I mean, it's not, I don't buy into the mantra that 8 equals 11. I understand what people say, what they mean by that when they say it. There are differences between 8-man football and 11-man football. Some of those you've talked about, some of the things that you had to learn, the differences. What's probably the thing you enjoy the most about the differences between the two?
I think 8-man football in itself is just a faster game. I think it's much harder to play defense with an even number of players on the field, and you wouldn't think of it that way, but that's really what it boils down to. It's just the fact that there's 8 instead of 9, and it allows the offense to be in an advantage most of the night. And to me, that's the fun part as an offensive play caller, is finding out how I can take advantage of that. And you know, we're going to score a lot of points. We've always scored a lot of points in 8-man football, but you know, it's exciting, it's fast, it's high speed and open field. And I just think that's where football's going and what people like to watch, and I think it's fun to be a part of sometimes.
Well, it's a good segue to my next question. You mentioned the word open field. Our field's not as open this year as it was last year. Talk about the difference going from where we were last year to the 40 wide this year.
Well, we made that decision back in March when we found out that the state championship game in 2020 would be at CCS's home field. And, you know, we hope to be there again and plan to be there again. You know, it's kind of our goal through the year. So we wanted to make sure that we were preparing our guys for that night. And going to a 40-yard wide field at our home place was the way to do that. I think it gives you just a more successful chance to play defense in 8-man football on a 40-yard wide. You know, if you just do the math, 8 people on a 53 1/3 is just a lot of space to cover, and it's really hard to do. You know, the 40-yard wide field just makes it feel a little bit more traditional. Defenses don't feel as vulnerable, and it kind of opens the game for you defensively. So we're excited about it. I think it fits the way that we want to play this year, and I hope it works out to our advantage for sure.
Okay, well, you're just segueing right into my next question. Talk about this year's squad. We lost some guys from last year to graduation and transfer. We've got a different looking squad this year. You've already talked about the way we want to play this year fits better on a 40 wide. Talk about this year's team a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, just honestly, we're not as experienced as we were last year. I don't think I realized that until last week. You know, we've got a lot of young and inexperienced football players this year, and guys that are maybe seniors that are playing for the first year, or freshmen that are stepping into big roles. I think we counted last week that we had 4 players from last year's squad that really played a lot of football that are coming back, and you know, that's half the field you got to replace. So for us, I think, you know, we've tried to simplify a little bit. You know, we've lost a little bit of speed offensively, but we've replaced it with more brute force, in my opinion. So, you know, that 40-yard wide field plays to our advantage. It's the way that we want to play offense this year, and defensively it really helps us because we've just got guys who are learning the game. And, you know, a 53 1/3 field is much harder to learn from than that 40-yard field. So we can take our learning lumps that way instead of the big field.
It's quicker to paint.
It's much quicker to paint.
Yeah. Well, we've opened up this week. This is first home game, and we're looking forward to seeing you guys out. This is going to air a pregame show, so hopefully you guys are filling up the stands as this thing is rolling, but we're looking forward to our first home game. We have 5 home games this season, and we hope to see you out here for Ezell-Harding football.
Well, welcome back. We are getting set for kickoff. Captains just met at midfield. CCS is still warming up, trying to get a last few minutes warming up. And again, we're starting late today. They hit traffic on the way. They've had some bus problems as well. But we want to make sure that they're good and ready. Certainly injuries are something we want to try and avoid at all costs. So we are looking ready to get started at any moment. We want to talk a little bit about keys to the game. I'm going to throw up an image here. It's going to have Jeff Batt's picture on it. Jeff is supposed to be joining me here in the booth this evening. That Jeff has what we'll just call it an upper body injury. Jeff's not able to be with us tonight, but Jeff is going to be with us just about every week, and he's going to have some keys to victory. We met this week, and we were talking about kind of what the Eagles' keys to victory would be for tonight. And this is what Jeff came up with. Basically, Ezell-Harding needs to go north to south. Braxton Coleman, the running back for Ezell-Harding, has got to get up the field quicker. He's got to hit the holes quick and hard. And sometimes, in the past, we've been able to kind of get outside, and it's a little bit more difficult to do with not as much speed, but Braxton's strength. We're going to cut for just a second for the anthem.
Tonight's invocation will be given by the president of Ezell-Harding, Dr. Lindsey Judd. The colors this evening will be presented at the north end of the field by members of the Cub Scouts of Ezell-Harding's own Pack 54. And singing the national anthem this evening will be Ezell-Harding music teacher, Ms. Debbie Shannon. Let's pray.
Dear Heavenly Father, we just thank you so much for this evening. We are reminded of who you are and your power and might as we look throughout these stands and this stadium. And we feel this cool weather tonight. We anticipate fall coming, and we know you are the great creator, and so we worship you because of who you are, and we praise you, and our faith is completely in you. Lord, we come to you tonight especially as we think about this football game, as we think about these young men playing this game, and our cheerleaders and our fans and referees and coaches, just everyone involved tonight. We ask for safety. We ask that no one get hurt. We ask that these boys can play together as teammates, that they can rely on each other, that they can do the things that they have practiced well, that we can have clean competition tonight. We're thankful for our friends from CCS, and we ask a special blessing on their school year. And we thank you for Ezell-Harding Christian School and for what it stands for in this community. We ask that you continue to bless our students. We ask a special blessing as we think about COVID and all that surrounds that. We ask that this disease be exterminated, that it stops spreading, so that many of us can get back to the normal things that we enjoy. But Lord, we know you are all powerful and are in control, and so we put all these things in your hands. And as we think about your Son and his life, his sacrifice, and his resurrection, we ask all these things in his name. Amen.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night
Shannon
Miss
singing the
Debbie
national
Shannon.
anthem. Debbie Shannon is head of our Fine Arts Department here at Ezell-Harding Christian School. Does a fantastic job. Thank you so much, Debbie, for singing a beautiful national anthem for us this evening. Beautiful night for football here at Ezell-Harding Christian School in Antioch, Tennessee. The Eagles take on the Colts from Christian Community.
Specializing in hot chicken with a fun atmosphere, Party Fowl offers diners a one-of-a-kind experience at all 4 of their locations. The menu, created by Executive Chef Bart Pickens, includes a number of hot chicken dishes with heat levels ranging from mild to poltergeist, as well as creative spins on all the classics. With wall-to-wall large-screen TVs and a brunch that is like nothing else in Middle Tennessee, entertainment abounds at their hot chicken restaurants. The latest location in Donaldson is even decked out with a beautiful event space perfect for small and large gatherings alike. Owner and Ezell-Harding football alum Austin Smith and his team opened the restaurant with the hopes of bringing together the best of Nashville under one roof by combining great food, great fun, and great music. With locations in the heart of downtown Nashville, Donaldson, Cool Springs, and Murfreesboro, you're never far from the party. Party Fowl, proud sponsor of Ezell-Harding football.
Hey y'all, Austin Smith here, owner of Party Fowl, graduate of your 2000 Ezell-Harding class and football alum. We're so proud to be a sponsor for this 2020-2021 football season. Go Eagles!
The kickoff is received by the Eagles. KJ Stockard receives the kick. He's tripped up, goes down at the 27-yard line. Nice tackle there by number 14, Asher Nix, for the Colts. The Eagles will start 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line. The Eagles in all crimson this evening. Starting lineups there on the screen for CCS. Jamari in shotgun formation, where he will be all night long. Braxton Coleman in the backfield. KJ Stockard faked, coming across the middle. Jamari Liddell breaks it outside, trips up. I'm not sure if anybody tripped him up or if he tripped on his arm, but he makes it out almost to midfield. Plenty for a first down for Ezell-Harding. Nice run there by Jamari Liddell. Not sure if the turf monster got him or if somebody got his foot, but a nice first down run there for Jamari Liddell. Jamari there, quarterback. Braxton Coleman at running back. KJ Stockard, wide receiver. Valbuena, Gamble, tight ends. You'll hear Valbuena's name a lot tonight as well as Coleman. KJ Stockard will get more touches than normal with a few injuries that we've had so far this season. Jamari on first down again, cuts it up the middle, almost breaks free, gets tripped up. Looks like he's picked up almost enough for a first down. They call him about a yard short. It's going to be 2nd down and 1 for Ezell-Harding. Looks like the Eagles are really wanting to draw that attention to Jamari. Of course, it's a read option for Jamari just about every time, so he has the option to give or to keep it himself, and so far he's kept it. At some point he will give it, and hopefully the opportunity's there to get a big hit. The give is to Braxton Coleman, who follows Stockard up the middle, and he powers his way. He's going to go the distance if there's no flags on the field, and there's not. Braxton Coleman busts it for 51 yards, and the Eagles get on the board quick. Nice job of following his blocker there. KJ Stockard leads there for Coleman, and Braxton just barrels all the way through to the end zone for 6. Eagles will go for 2, as they always do. Jamari with the keeper. He's going to be stopped short. The Eagles will jump out quick with just under 11 minutes in the first quarter. Ezell-Harding 6, Christian Community 0.
Christian Community Schools no score.
One of the things I'll have to get used to is a couple of our corporate sponsors. Century 21 Charlton Realty is our touchdown sponsor, so that was a Century 21 Charlton Realty touchdown. We didn't have an opportunity to get inside the red zone, but when we do, that will be a Human Mortgage red zone opportunity. But Braxton, his dad, sponsoring the red zones, but Braxton decided not to stop in the red zone. He just ran right through it. So I'll have to send word down to Braxton. His dad may want him to take a knee somewhere inside the 20 so we can throw that logo up on the top right for Human Mortgage.
You can see more details at fanfoodapp.com.
The Eagles will kick off. Again, if you've not followed, you're going to see the football there looking sideways. Ezell-Harding will onside kick just about every time. Kane Braden, the kicker for the Eagles, kicks it up the middle, and the fumble on the play. Looks like a fumble, but I believe they're going to call him down. Said his knee was down before the ball came loose. Ezell-Harding pounced on it, but the knee was down. So Christian Community will have it in business at as one of the former Ezell-Harding commentators used to say over the mic, the Colts will have it on the 51-yard line. First and 10 from the 49 for the Colts. The quarterback keeper around the edge. Number 2, Braden Chun with the keeper. Picks up about 7, maybe 8. Nice job around the edge by Chun. Brings up 2nd and 2.5, maybe close to 3. Of course, being an Ezell-Harding announcer, looks more like 3. 2nd down for the Colts. Under center, 2 backs in the eye. To give up the middle, the big fullback, he's going to bust it outside, and he's going to possibly go the distance. He gets tackled at the 11-yard line. Big number 34, Aaron Malham, with a nice run right up the gut. Picks up a first down for the Colts.
13-yard line.
The Colts hurry up offense, getting back to the line. Had a little movement in the backfield, and he's going to call it. Running back got a little antsy. It's going to cost him 5. It'll bring up 1st and 15.
False start on the Colts. 5-yard penalty. Replay first down.
Be 1st and 15 for the Colts. Backs in the eye again. The give is up the middle. Almost back to the original line of scrimmage is number 24, Logan Duvall. Bring up 2nd and 11. Not quite back to the original line of scrimmage, but a good gain on first down. See your starting linebackers there for Ezell-Harding: Barker, Coleman, Braden, and Stockard. Quarterback is in shotgun this time. The give, he's met. Nice strong run into the end zone for a Colts touchdown. What a strong run there by number 7, Will Adams. Well, you can tell that guy fills out a football uniform with a muscle. What a nice strong run there by the Colts to tie it up. The Colts will go for 2 as well, something you'll see in 8-man football. Hardly anybody kicks field goals. They all go for 2. So the Colts knotted up at 6. 9 minutes left to go here in the first quarter rather. Shotgun formation again for the Colts. The pass into the end zone, and it's good. Colts take the lead 8-6, 9 minutes left to go here in the first quarter.
Two-point conversion is good. Here you score. CCS 8, Ezell-Harding 6.
Starters for the defensive corners and linemen for the Eagles, Liddell and Valbuena, along with A.J. Johnson and freshman Melvin Cousins for the Eagles. And get a beautiful night. Got a great crowd here up in the stands. A lot of excitement around the football program. Of course, when you win an MTAC state championship the year before, it is going to create a lot of buzz. So the Eagles have a lot to live up to. And the Eagle crowd has come out in expectation of big things this year. Colts kick it off. Little pooch kick. And the Eagles fall on it. Number 21, Isaiah Thaisa, falls on it for the Eagles. They'll start 1st and 10. Looks about the 34-yard line. 1st and 10 for Ezell-Harding. Offensive line here for the Eagles, Liam Kendall. Number 77, James Hyman, 60 at center, and 21, Jeremy Leonard at right guard. Give to Coleman. Runs up the middle. Again, strong run. Met in the backfield, but Braxton able to elude a couple, and then just with his strength, gains 2 or 3. Looks like they're going to give him close to 3. It's close to 3. We'll call it 2nd and 7. CCS defensive starters Josh Madden, Asher Nix, Will Adams, and Aaron Malvin. We've already heard Adams' name. Braden Chun, Caleb Altum, Miles Bernard, and Seth Garrett for the Colts. Option. Jamari keeps it, and he is taken down across the 40 out to about the 42-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 2 for Ezell-Harding. Nice run there by Jamari. Something else that you'll see from Ezell-Harding, if you're not familiar, Ezell-Harding likes to go for it pretty much every time on 4th down, should that be necessary. Let's hope it's not. 3rd and 2 for the Eagles. Coleman with the carry, crosses the 45. It's going to be enough for a 1st down. Nice strong run there by Braxton.
Stopped by number 14, Asher Nix. 1st down, Ezell-Harding. That's an Anderson.
Eagles have experienced a few injuries the last couple of weeks. So we've got some guys playing in positions or getting more touches than they normally get. It's a good opportunity for some guys to step up, get some good experience here early on in the season. Jamari fakes it. They have him in the backfield. He spins out of it, and he gets down to the 45-yard line. What a run by Jamari Liddell. We've got a flag on the play. Looks like it could be a helmet-to-helmet, maybe a late hit. But Jamari, a fantastic job. Looks like they had him wrapped up in the backfield, and Jamari spins out of it, and with his speed was able to pick up, looks like almost 9 yards. Let's see what the call is. It is a personal foul, targeting. And I believe targeting brings an ejection, but I cannot remember if that's the case or not. Certainly it is in college football, but I don't remember if it is here in high school or not. But that personal foul penalty is going to take the ball all the way down to the 30-yard line where Ezell-Harding will have it first and 10. Just under 7 minutes left here in the first quarter. Eagles on the drive. Pitch to Stockard, and he is going to be wrapped up for a loss. Looks like a loss of at least 1, almost 2 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd and 12 for the Eagles. Looks like they faked going to the left. Stockard coming across the middle gives Jamar the option to the right. He pitches it, and CCS makes a great tackle to bring down Stockard for a loss of 2. It'd be 2nd and 12 for Ezell-Harding. Jamari with the keeper, takes it down inside the 30, down to about the 28. We're going to give him 3 on the play. It'll bring up 3rd down and 8. And again, definitely 4-down territory here for Ezell-Harding. The Eagles have not put it in the air. Looks like Jamari's got a little bit of a limp there. Let's hope that he's okay. Certainly the engine that makes the offense run for sure. 3rd down and 8 for Ezell-Harding. Let's look to see if Ezell maybe puts it in the air a couple of times just to keep the Colts honest defensively. Jamari certainly can throw the ball if needed. They're going to run the option. He keeps it. And he gets down to the 25-yard line. It will bring up 4th down and 5 for Ezell-Harding. Jamari kept it. Looked like he possibly could have pitched it outside to Coleman, but he keeps it. And again, it's a read all the way. So if you see an opening, you've got to hit it and hit it hard, and Jamari did. But the Colts did a good job of wrapping him up and taking him down. 4th down for Ezell. Jamari keeps it right up the gut, breaks it outside, gets it inside the 20, down to the 14-yard line, picks up a 1st down, and we are inside the red zone for Human Mortgage red zone opportunity here for Ezell-Harding. Human Mortgage, contact Martez Coleman for all your mortgage needs. Human Mortgage by First Community Mortgage. Eagles in the red zone. See if they can get it in the end zone here on the 14-yard line, 1st and 10 for Ezell-Harding. The give to Stockard. Stockard picks up 1, maybe 2 to bring up 2nd down and 8.5.
The carry for Ezell-Harding, number 6,
A.J. Stockard is one of those who is going to be getting more touches with the injuries we've had to a few of the Eagles. Noah Preston out with an injury. Dejon Reed out with an injury. Looks like the Eagles are going to be flagged with too many guys in the huddle. K.J. Stockard tried to sneak off the field, but the referee saw him out of the corner of his eye, threw the flag. Ronnie Perkins is the referee assigner for the MTAC. His crews do a good job. They work hard. They do their best to get the calls right, as I'm sure most referees do, but it's really been a pleasure to work with Ronnie Perkins and his crew. Eagles loss of 5 on the play. It's going to be 2nd and 14. Give to Coleman. He tries to bust it outside. Gets tackled by number 2, Braden Chun. A great tackle to get Coleman. Coleman gets down to about the 12-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and call it 3rd and 7. Again, one of the differences this year of the Ezell-Harding football field is we have brought the sidelines in to 40 yards across. And I'll talk a little bit more about that throughout the broadcast, but not as much space to get open in the open field by our running backs. Field is still 100 yards long, but only 40 yards wide. 3rd down for Ezell-Harding. Jamari Liddell takes it outside. He does pitch to Coleman. Coleman is going to bust it into the end zone for an Ezell-Harding touchdown. No flags on the play. Coleman scores his 2nd touchdown of the game. Great job there by Jamari Liddell to read the pitch. Coleman was ready, and he busted outside for the touchdown. Eagles take the lead 12-8. 2-point conversion upcoming. It's a Century 21 Charlton Realty touchdown by Braxton Coleman. Thank you to Troy Charlton for his sponsorship of our touchdowns this season. Hopefully we'll get to call his name and Martez Coleman's name a lot this season. 2-point conversion. Coleman up the middle. Flag on the play. Looks like it's in the area of holding. So we might be backing it up, and it may be another try from about the 12. It is a hold on Ezell-Harding. So we'll try it again. From the 13, the Eagles will be going for 2. Kane Braden runs into play. Let's see what Coach McGee dials up here on a 13-yard 2-point conversion. Jamari's going to follow Braxton, and he's going to cross the 10, but that's going to be it. 2-point conversion is no good. The Eagles still lead, however, 12-8, 2:45. We're going to go back and take a look at the touchdown replay here for Jamari. Pitches to Braxton, and Braxton just busts it outside. Braxton, more known for his power than his speed, but he really got the motor running there. Breaks it outside. Talked a little bit about the 40-yard wide and why we decided to go 40 wide this year. Last year, we knew that the state championship, regardless of who was in it, was going to be at Ezell-Harding, and so we decided to keep our traditional size field. And the way our team was built, it was nice to have the open space because of our speed. This year, the state championship game, regardless of who's in it, is going to be at Christian Community School up in White House. So their home field is actually 40 by 80. So we wanted to prepare our guys to get ready if we make it to the state championship to play on a 40 wide field. So Coach McGee wanted to play on 40 wide at home. All 5 of our home games will be on a 40 wide field. Onside kick doesn't look like it's going to go 10 yards. It doesn't. They pick it up anyway. Dangerous move. But it works for them a little bit. Get the ball down to the 45, maybe the 44-yard line. A little risky there picking up that hot potato. Well, it wasn't hot, it was just laying dormant. But either way, to pick it up and run with it's a little risky, risking a fumble there. But the Colts are in business.
First down, Christian Community Schools.
1st and 10 from the 44. Give up the middle. Run there by Duvall. Pickup of about 7 on the play. Good first down gain for the Colts. 2nd and a long 3.
Josh Burdick. Bring up 2nd down for the Colts.
Busted outside again. Nice tackle there by number 9. That's Josh Murdoch. Josh transfer sophomore for the Eagles. A nice job, nice tackle there. Still pick up of almost 2 to bring up 3rd and 1. Great tackle there by Josh, getting low, bringing him down. 3rd and 1. QB sneak. Going to be enough for a first down. Down to about the 32-yard line. 1st and 10 for Christian Community. They're going to try and hurry it up a little bit. Coach Jordan Flanders, the head coach for Christian Community, having seen him twice last year against the Eagles and watched a couple of their games this year, a lot of respect for Coach Flanders and his team. He does a great job for the Colts. The give up the middle to number 24, that's Logan Duvall. Pickup of a little over 5. We're going to call it 2nd down and a long 4 for the Colts. We're under a minute here in the first quarter, and the Colts are in business on the drive. Shotgun formation. The give, 34, he's got space, and he's strong. He busts it down inside the 10 to about the 9-yard line. 1st and goal for the Colts. That was Malhan again. Nice, strong runner there for the Colts. He had a gaping hole there on the right side. 1st and goal. Go to 34 again. He gets hammered. He crosses the 5, gets knocked back to about the 6. That's Braxton Coleman on the hit. Nice job there by Braxton. It's going to bring up 2nd and goal. As we end the first quarter, Ezell-Harding has the lead over the Colts of Christian Community, 12-8.
Ezell-Harding 12, Christian Community Schools 8.
Specializing in hot chicken with a fun atmosphere, Party Fowl offers diners a one-of-a-kind experience at all 4 of their locations. The menu, created by Executive Chef Bart Pickens, includes a number of hot chicken dishes with heat levels ranging from mild to poltergeist, as well as creative spins on all the classics. With wall-to-wall large-screen TVs and a brunch that is like nothing else in Middle Tennessee, entertainment abounds at their hot chicken restaurants. The latest location in Donaldson is even decked out with a beautiful event space perfect for small and large gatherings alike. Owner and Ezell-Harding football alum Austin Smith and his team opened the restaurant with the hopes of bringing together the best of Nashville under one roof by combining great food, great fun, and great music. With locations in the heart of downtown Nashville, Donaldson, Cool Springs, and Murfreesboro, you're never far from the party. Party Fowl, proud sponsor of Ezell-Harding football.
Hey y'all, Austin Smith here, owner of Party Fowl, graduate of your 2000 Ezell-Harding class and football alum. We're so proud to be a sponsor for this 2020-2021 football season. Go Eagles!
Second quarter action. The Eagles lead the Colts 12-8 here at the start of the second quarter. They're facing a 3rd down and goal from the 4-yard line. Braxton Coleman with a huge hit. To bring up 3rd down. See if the Eagles can get a big stop here against the Colts. Drew Belcher in shotgun formation for the Colts. He fakes it. The pass is in the end zone, and it is complete for a Colts touchdown. Complete to number 6, Miles Bernard for the Colts. The Colts take the lead 14-12. A nice play action fake there by Belcher. Finds Bernard in the end zone for a touchdown. 2-point try upcoming. Eagles need to start getting some stops here on the 2-point conversion. Belcher is under center. He fakes it. The pass into the end zone is incomplete. The Eagles had the pressure coming. He had to throw it a little bit earlier than he wanted to, and the pass falls incomplete. So a good stop there for Ezell-Harding. They will head to receive the kick, trailing the Colts 14-12. Good shot there of Alex Valbuena, the junior lineman for Ezell-Harding. Bright future ahead for that young man. One of the things that people mistakenly say about 8-man football is that it's difficult to play college football coming out of an 8-man program. And of course, that simply isn't true. You just need to ask all of the former 8-man football players who are currently playing college on any level, and even those playing in the NFL. And Alex Valbuena made a commitment to see this thing through. He will play on Saturdays somewhere, already getting looks from a number of colleges. Strong, great technique, good speed, but an even bigger heart, Alex Valbuena. Eagles to receive the kick. A little pooch kick. Kane Braden lets it roll and falls on it at the 30-yard line. Probably rolled a little bit too far for Coach McGee's liking. But Kane Braden, the senior, falls on it, and the Eagles will start 1st and 10 from the 30. Had about 4 inches of rain on, this past weekend. And the forecast on Monday called for additional rain on Thursday. Heavy rain on Thursday. And each day that went by, that rain chance got slimmer and slimmer until yesterday. It was a beautiful, beautiful day, setting up a beautiful evening for football. Jamari Liddell, shotgun, the give up the middle. The gives to number 10. That's Melvin Cousins, the freshman. Nice job. Coach mixing it up a little bit. And again, there's another example of some guys getting touches who normally have not gotten touches the first 2 games. But because of injuries, it's a great opportunity for players like Melvin Cousins to step up. You could also see Melvin in shotgun formation as QB as well. Melvin's got a great arm. Still learning the offense, but did a great job running there. KJ Stalker comes across. The give us to Cousins again. He busts it outside, twists back in. We've got a yellow flag that has fallen upon the field. Looks like it's going to be a hold, but Cousins again with a nice shifty run. But it looks like it's going to come back. It is a hold against Ezell-Harding. So hold on, the Eagles bumps them back to the 46. We're going to replay 1st down. It's going to be 1st and about 20 for the Eagles. Oh, snap over the head of Jamari Liddell. Let's see if he can get to it and fall on it, and he does not. Tries to and doesn't. And looks like CCS is going to fall on it at the 1-yard line. Tough break for the Eagles. Jamari tried to do the right thing and fall on it, and he is up limping again. And you could tell by the way he was running back to fall on that ball that he just is not 100%. When you're hurting and you're trying to fall on it in a different way than you normally would, and the ball sneaks out from underneath him, and the Colts are in business again at the 2. 1st and goal. Hopefully Jamari is okay. The Colts rush to the line. Belcher behind center. He sneaks across into the end zone for a Colts touchdown. Just under 10 left here in the second quarter. The Colts have jumped out to an 8-point lead, 20-12. Let's see what Flanders dials up for the 2-point conversion. Jamari getting rolled out there. Looks like maybe a hamstring. Megan Dishman, our trainer from Star Physical Therapy, down there working on Jamari. Thank you so much, Megan, for what you do for our student athletes. 2-point conversion, shotgun formation. The fake and the pass is incomplete. So the Eagles trail by 8, which is a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. If you know your math, that's about the extent of mine. 20-12, the Colts lead the Eagles here in the second quarter. Coach Dustin McGee, their head coach for Ezell-Harding, does a fantastic job with our guys, and not just football related, but Coach McGee is a fantastic spiritual mentor for our guys as well. His spiritual leadership, his leadership on the football field and in the classroom, teaches a full load. It's one of the things I love about small school football. Your coaches don't just coach. They teach. They mow. They do so many different things that just go unnoticed. And at a Christian school, the opportunity that a coach has to make a spiritual impact on our student athletes. And Coach McGee takes that responsibility as serious as any of his other ones. The Eagles on the kickoff, they're kicking it deep to KJ Stockard. He catches it inside, and he's going to take it and could go the distance. Is he going to go the distance? He's pushed out of bounds. Nice job by KJ Stockard. Saw the big gaping hole, and he hit it hard. And he crosses midfield, I believe. They're going to give him, actually, I think they may have said he stepped out a little bit further back at the 42-yard line. But a nice job there by KJ Stockard. Nice return. He's a little frustrated. He's been looking to break one all year because most teams don't kick it deep. Want to say hi to our Facebook viewers. Got a number of folks already logging in. Feel free to make a comment, positive comment if you would. Eagles are in business. Good field position here for Ezell-Harding. Liddell in shotgun formation. Braxton. Actually, it's not. It is Melvin Cousins in shotgun formation. He's going to keep it in the Wildcat, try to get outside, which he does, and he's dragged down at the 45-yard line. It'll bring up second down, and looks like he picked up maybe close to 3. We'll call it 2nd and 7. So with Liddell being slowed a little bit on the sidelines, Melvin Cousins, the freshman, comes in, and again, great opportunity to get some action. Curious to see if Coach McGee opens it up a little bit in the air. Cousins has a good strong arm, can get it down the field pretty deep. Difficult spot for a freshman, but Melvin Cousins looks to be learning the offense more and more each week. The give to Coleman. Coleman tries to bust it outside, and he crosses the 45 to the 46 where he's knocked out of bounds. It's going to bring up 3rd down and about 6. You see an example there where a 40-yard wide football field comes into play. Braxton not able to bust it outside. Just is not as much room to get outside. But he does pick up 1 on the play. 3rd down and 6 for the Eagles. This is not, even though Christian Community is in the MTAC, Christian Community is not in our division in the MTAC. So this is not a divisional game, but it is a repeat from last year's MTAC state championship game. So it's a big game for the Eagles, but not a district game. You see the pass out in the flat to KJ Stockard, who is taken down. He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, back to the 45-yard line, where to bring up 4th down for the Eagles, 4th and 7. So there's the first pass attempt by the Eagles, and it was by the freshman Cousins for no gain to Stockard. 4th down for the Eagles. 8:35 here to go in the first half. Give to Coleman up the gut. He's tripped up. He will not get the first down. It'll be turnover on downs by the Eagles to the Colts across midfield at the 48-yard line. Nice job of tripping up there by the Colts, and Coleman comes up a little bit short. First down for the Colts. Ezell-Harding takes a timeout here with 8:10 left to go here in the second quarter. Christian Community 20, Ezell-Harding 12. Ezell-Harding opened with the first 2 games on the road. With everything going on with COVID, when we made our schedule, when the MTAC made the schedule, they backloaded the league games toward the end of the season, leaving the first few weeks of the season open because we weren't sure we were going to be able to get started. We didn't know when we were going to be able to get started, but so we were able to add some games toward the beginning of the season. These first few games were added. The only league game so far has been Franklin Classical, which the Eagles won last week. Shotgun formation for the Colts, the give, and the tackle by A.J. Johnson. Nice job there by Ahmad, number 42, the big senior. Ahmad was at Ezell-Harding as a freshman, transferred his sophomore and junior year, came back for his senior year. So glad to have A.J. back. Such a great kid. And a good tackle. Pick up a 2, be 2nd and 8. The fake and the pass deep, wide open, and it's dropped. Pass wide open to Miles Bernard. The play fake got the Eagles. There's a flag on the play. Let's see what it is. It's in the area of holding, but it's also a roughing the passer by Ezell-Harding. So a personal foul roughing the passer against the Eagles is going to give the Colts an automatic first down. The Eagles bit on the play action, which they've done a couple of times. I'm sure Coach Flanders has seen that. The play action has been very effective. The ball was just a little bit underthrown, and Bernard had to slow up a little bit, and it falls incomplete. Fortunately for the Eagles, because it would have been a touchdown. However, unfortunately, with the personal foul roughing the passer penalty, it'll be first down for the Colts. Ball spotted at the 31. The give up the middle. Nice tackle there by Stockard. Grabs the shoestrings. It's going to be a pickup of about 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. A nice job there by KJ. KJ, the senior, with a nice tackle. Tackling the big Malham. They like to give the ball to him. He's a big runner, big strong runner. Quarterback under center, the give again. And he just barrels forward. He's going to cross the 20, get into the red zone. Picks up enough for the first down. That is Malham again on the carry. The Eagles need to stop. The Colts are in business. 6:34 left here in the first half. Give up the middle down to 16-yard line is going to be pickup of almost 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7. Eagles going to have to find a way to get some penetration. The running backs for the Colts are just running downhill, full head of steam. Difficult to bring down when you pick up 3 or 4 at a time. Wears down the defense as well. The give and the tackle on the backfield by Alex Valbuena. There he is. Been waiting to call that name, and that's what he does. Alex Valbuena busts through the line, hits him in the backfield, going to lose 2. It's going to bring 3rd and 9. Nice job there by Valbuena. You see the speed there for the lineman. Strong kid. Works hard in the weight room. And with his speed and his size, he is going to be a great grab for somebody to play on Saturdays. Alex Valbuena, nice job. 3rd and 9, big play here for Ezell-Harding. Looks like Flanders may be running the clock down and may call a timeout, and he does. Timeout for the Colts. They lead 20-12 over the Eagles. Got a number of other sports going on this fall. Girls soccer team, girls volleyball team in action. A shout out to Coach Leslie Harcrow, head coach of the Lady Eagles soccer team. And Diane Griffin, who's been at the helm of the Lady Eagles volleyball team for a number of years. Lady Eagles volleyball team approaching postseason play here in about a week. Middle school soccer is kicking up. They're practicing, looking ready to start their season in October. And middle school football, a couple of games into their season as well. A lot of going on here on campus. 3rd down and 9 for the Colts. The fake again. The pass is incomplete. There's the flag. Looks like he may have had him around the waist a little bit. I thought I saw that, but I am a long ways away. I was wondering if he was going to throw the flag, and indeed he did. When he tried to turn around, it looked like he may have had his hand just hooked on his backside, and the flag is thrown on Cousins for the pass interference. So a big opportunity there gets voided for Ezell-Harding. It's automatic 1st down for the Colts. Quarterback sneak, nothing there. He's pushed back. I'm not sure he gained anything. Nice job there by the line. The Colts have seen that successful a couple of times, the QB sneak right up the middle. They've watched game film because that has been something that a number of teams have seen. If the 2 defensive linemen are wide over the ball, they try to do a quick QB sneak, but the Eagles are ready for it that time. James Hyman, number 60, the junior, great job there on the tackle. It's going to bring up 2nd down and goal from just inside the 10 here at the 9. Under 4 minutes and counting here in the first half. The Eagles need to stop. Colts under center. The give. He is going to take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Colts. The carry by number 34, Malham again. I hope I'm saying that right. Good looking running back there. Good speed, good strength. Carries it into the end zone for a Colts touchdown. They lead 26-12, looking for a 2-point conversion here with 3:39 left here in the first half. And he does carry it in for a successful 2-point conversion. 3:39 left here in the first half. The Eagles are in a bit of trouble. They trail Christian Community with 3:39 left here in the first. 28-12. Pass interference penalty was a big call for the Eagles. What would have been a 4th down and 9 for Christian Community turns into a 1st and goal. And the Colts are able to convert. The Eagles need to dial something up here quick. The Colts are able to stop them, turnover on downs. The Eagles' last possession. Stockard back to receive for the Eagles. I'm guessing the Colts will not kick it deep. KJ with a good return last time. They do a squib kick. KJ does receive it at the 25. And he's able to get it out to the 29-yard line where the Eagles will have it 1st and 10. Nice squib kick there. Took a long time to get it back there to KJ. KJ picks it up and picks up about 4. Be 1st and 10. Be great to get a good score here right before the half. Narrow this gap. Jamari still on the sideline for the Eagles. Cousins is in the backfield for the Eagles at quarterback, along with Braxton Coleman at running back. Stockard in motion. The fake. Nice job there by the Colts. Cousins fakes it to Coleman and keeps it himself. And the Colts, Josh Madden wraps him up for a loss of about 5 on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd and 15. This is just the process of Cousins learning the offense. And there's no better way to learn it than to get thrown into the fire, which Melvin certainly is having the opportunity right now. He's going to figure it out. He's a great athlete. He's a good kid. And with this option, it is a simple read option. And the only way to learn how to read it is to have game experience. And so he's getting it right now. So it's a good opportunity here for the freshman. He fakes it again. They've got him again. They pull him down. Almost a horse collar. And he goes down. Cousins is down. Injury timeout. Megan Dishman, they call her Megan Trainer, goes out to work on Melvin. We're going to take you to commercial break during this injury timeout, and we'll be right back. Cousins being helped off the field. Jamari Liddell looks like is coming back in for Ezell-Harding, as Cousins is being attended to here on the sidelines. Let's hope he's okay. So Jamari comes back in for Ezell-Harding. Shotgun formation, 3rd down and long. 3rd down and 22. The fake and the pass down the field, and we've got a pass interference. The ball was underthrown to Josh Murdoch, and Seth Garrett just was not able to allow Murdoch to turn around to make a play on the ball. And so a pass interference, which is probably exactly what Coach McGee was looking for, gives the Eagles an automatic 1st down. 2:09 here left in the first period. Sorry, the first half. Eagles needing a score and needing to score quick. Liddell the give to Coleman. Coleman breaks it outside. Coleman crosses midfield. He might go the distance. Let's see if he can trip him up. He does not. There are no flags on the field. Braxton Coleman just busts a 67-yard touchdown run. Or is there a flag? Well, you know what? My eyes are getting a little crossed. We have a hold on the offense. So that wonderful call I just made about the touchdown, if you would just take that back. Ezell's going to back it up. Instead of 3rd and 6, it's going to be 3rd and 16. Another missed opportunity for the Eagles. Braxton busts it long. Third and 9. So it looks like the hold was past the line of scrimmage. I'm guessing that was the case. And still an opportunity here for Ezell-Harding. 1:47. Clock is still running. The Eagles can do it once. They can do it again. The give is not to Coleman. The give is to Blake Barker. His first carry of the evening. He picks up 2 or 3. It's going to bring up 4th down and 4. Looks like Ezell-Harding is going to call a timeout. Actually, timeout CCS. Injuries so far have plagued the Eagles over the first couple of games, and that has even been true coming into the 3rd game. Of course, Coach McGee not wanting to make the problems any worse by playing guys that he does not have to play again. This is not a league game, so if you lose this game, which you don't want to do, but if you lose this game, it does not count against your league play, which is probably the reason why Jamari was out for as long as he was. He's back in now for Ezell-Harding running the offense. The Eagles have 4th and 5 on the 34-yard line. Again, they're going to go for it. It's a big play. If they don't get it, it gives CCS good field position. He fakes it, and he passes it, and it is out of bounds. The pass is out of bounds. It'll be a turnover on downs to CCS. Ball was just thrown out of bounds. Difficult play for KJ to make. Again, with 40 wide field, just not as much space as you're used to make a play like that. And so the Eagles turn it over on down. CCS has got an opportunity here to stretch this 16-point lead out even further with 1:14 left here in the first half. Flanders is going to step on the gas for sure. He's going to hurry it up to the line. Quarterback under center. The bust up the middle. And he's just going to carry guys with him all the way down almost to the 20-yard line. He's going to be stopped short. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Colts at the 21. They will stop the clock to spot the chains. 1:05 left in the first half. Eagles need a stop. We're under a minute here in the first half. Belcher under center again. The give. Busted outside. He carries it in to the end zone. Eagles having a difficult time tackling. The big number 34, Aaron Malham, he takes it in for an Ezell-Harding touchdown. That's a punch in the gut. Under 30 seconds left, and CCS extends that lead right before the half. Ezell-Harding takes a timeout before the 2-point conversion. .28 seconds left here in the first half. Stick with us at the half. Have a number of things coming up. An interview with Ezell-Harding alum Andrew Webster. Andrew played on last year's state championship football team. I was able to catch up with him this week. He is a freshman at Harvard University. So we'll be able to catch up with Andrew for an interview here at halftime. And also we'll have Ezell-Harding Christian School President Dr. Lindsey Judd in for an interview as well. So stick with us at halftime. We'll have a stat board as well. Come up with first half stats. CCS going for 2 here. And they jump. So it's going to back them up a little bit. First and goal. I guess he stepped out of bounds. It's hard to hear with his headset on. But it's first and goal from the 10. So he did not score. 28 seconds left. Men in motion. And the pitch. Does he get outside? He does, and he's dragged down at the 5-yard line. CCS probably going to call a timeout here. 18 seconds and counting on the clock. Do they have a timeout left? We're at 10 seconds and counting. Looks like they're going to call a timeout at 1. Last play of the half here for CCS. Big opportunity for Ezell-Harding. They got the kick on the start of the first half, the Eagles did, and so CCS will get the kick to start the second half. So the Eagles need to get a big stop here defensively. 2nd and 5, final play here of the first half. See Jordan Flanders over there, Coach Flanders, dialing something up here for CCS, trying to extend this 16-point lead over Ezell-Harding. The Eagles played CCS twice last year, once in the regular season. The Eagles come away with the victory. It was a good ball game. These Eagles had a big lead. CCS clawed their way back and made it a ball game. Good game in regular season. And, of course, the Eagles faced the Colts in the state championship game, and the Eagles came out victorious on that. So Flanders would love to have a big road win here for the Colts. Last play here for the first half. Men in motion. Let's see what Coach McGee dials up defensively. It's a halfback pass in the end zone. And it is incomplete. It's actually intercepted in the end zone. We'll end the first half with a big defensive stop. Ezell-Harding going to make some adjustments here at halftime, trailing 28 to 12. We'll be back right after this.
Atmosphere, Party Fowl offers diners a one-of-a-kind experience at all 4 of their locations. The menu, created by executive chef Bart Pickens, includes a number of hot chicken dishes with heat levels ranging from mild to poltergeist, as well as creative spins on all the classics. With wall-to-wall large-screen TVs and a brunch that is like nothing else in Middle Tennessee, entertainment abounds at their hot chicken restaurants. The latest location in Donaldson is even decked out with a beautiful event space perfect for small and large gatherings alike. Owner and Ezell-Harding football alum Austin Smith and his team opened the restaurant with the hopes of bringing together the best of Nashville under one roof by combining great food, great fun, and great music. With locations in the heart of downtown Nashville, Donaldson, Cool Springs, and Murfreesboro, you're never far from the party. Party Fowl, proud sponsor of Ezell-Harding football.
Hey y'all, Austin Smith here, owner of Party Fowl, graduate of your 2000 Ezell-Harding class and football alum. We're so proud to be a sponsor for this 2020-2021 football season. Go Eagles!
All right, so I'm here talking with Ezell-Harding alum Andrew Webster. Andrew is our class of 2020 valedictorian and a member of our state championship football team last year. Also played basketball for us and soccer, and he is currently a freshman at Harvard University. And first of all, Andrew, I appreciate you taking some time out of what I'm sure is a busy freshman first semester schedule. But
yeah, no problem. Thank you for having me. So
good. How's your first semester going?
So far so good. Classes, they're hard, but I'm learning a lot. So that's really fun. Yeah, semester's going well.
That's awesome. What classes are you taking?
So I'm taking a Spanish class, Calculus 2, a computer science class, and a Gen Ed class on the apocalypse, which is super interesting.
Awesome. So tell me a little bit about kind of what went into your decision for Harvard. What were your choices and why did you decide on Harvard?
Yeah, so when I applied to Harvard, Yale, Vandy, Alabama, University of Tennessee, Knoxville. And I visited over fall break. I visited Harvard over fall break and Yale. And as soon as I got on campus here, I just loved it. And so I really just applied hoping I'd get in. I applied early action. And so, yeah, I got in on the grace of God, and I'm just happy to be here now. So
that's awesome. Good deal. Well, we're very proud of you. I know that it's a big deal to be at a school like that. So your first few classes, you were telling me the other day, they're difficult, but you feel like Ezell-Harding prepared you well for what you're experiencing?
I do, yes, I really do.
I've never been to Harvard's campus. Tell me about it.
It's nice, yeah. A lot of red brick buildings, but there's a lot of like colonial architecture stuff. So that's cool. A lot of restaurants around, so it feels like a miniature downtown, so that's cool.
Awesome. Well, so this is going to be played at one of our home football games. Let's kind of reflect a little bit on last year's state championship season. Tell me a little bit about that. What were some of the highlights for you, and for what's it like to own a state championship football ring?
Yeah, so last season was really just sort of an unreal experience. I missed the game already, missed the guys already, the locker room experiences, just being able to play the game, really great. Knowing that you can put that type of work in and that type of time in with the rest of the guys and have it pay off. Just that state championship experience was wonderful. So yeah.
That's great. So which was your favorite game? Was it the state championship game or the national championship game down in Panama City?
I'd say the state championship game, just because I feel like we were playing at our absolute best that game, firing on all cylinders, just really meshing together as a team super well. So the national championship game is a close second, but I think state championship takes the cake.
That's awesome. Do you have your state championship ring at Harvard with you?
No, actually, I left it back home for safekeeping with my mom, but yeah.
All right. If you had one message to give to this year's football team, what would be your message to them?
Yeah, just keep faith and trust in the process. I mean, it's just a team effort, and so once everybody gets on the same page, I know the start of the season can be a little rough. Just keep at it, keep going hard in practice, and it's gonna all come together. Yeah.
That's awesome. Do you get a fall break, or do you get to come home at all this semester?
No, I don't get a fall break. I don't get to come home until November 22nd when they let us come home. Yeah.
Mama's gonna miss you.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Yeah. Well, Andrew, man, I really appreciate you taking some time to chat with us. Again, we're very proud of you. We know that God has big things in store for you, and Harvard's going to prepare you well for whatever that is. But we'll be in touch down the line, and when you're ever on campus, man, feel free to stop by. We'd love to see you.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you for having me.
All right. Take care, buddy.
You too.
Century 21 Charlton Realty is a full-service real estate company located just half a mile from the Ezell-Harding campus. Serving the Nashville community since 1966, Century 21 Charlton Realty agents proudly serve the areas of Southeast Nashville, Rutherford, Williamson, and Wilson counties. Broker Troy Charlton is a third-generation real estate broker and also a 1989 alum of Ezell-Harding and a proud member of the school's 1989 state championship baseball team. He and his team of realtors are ready to serve you for any real estate needs that you have. Customer service is their priority. Let Century 21 Charlton Realty help you find your next home.
Hi there, this is Troy Charlton. Century 21 Charlton Realty is a proud sponsor of Ezell-Harding football. You know, for us, selling a home is a fastball right down the middle. So give us a call for all of your real estate needs.
Specializing in hot chicken with a fun atmosphere, Party Fowl offers diners a one-of-a-kind experience at all 4 of their locations. The menu, created by executive chef Bart Pickens, includes a number of hot chicken dishes with heat levels ranging from mild to poltergeist, as well as creative spins on all the classics. With wall-to-wall large-screen TVs and a brunch that is like nothing else in Middle Tennessee, entertainment abounds at their hot chicken restaurants. The latest location in Donaldson is even decked out with a beautiful event space perfect for small and large gatherings alike. Owner and Ezell-Harding football alum Austin Smith and his team opened the restaurant with the hopes of bringing together the best of Nashville under one roof by combining great food, great fun, and great music. With locations in the heart of downtown Nashville, Donaldson, Cool Springs, and Murfreesboro, you're never far from the party. Party Fowl, proud sponsor of Ezell-Harding football.
Hey y'all, Austin Smith here, owner of Party Fowl, graduate of your 2000 Ezell-Harding class and football alum. We're so proud to be a sponsor for this 2020-2021 football season. Go Eagles!
Specialize.
Welcome out to Wash 37135. My name is Brian Snyder, Ezell-Harding alumni, class of 1996. We can't wait to welcome you out to the car wash. We are located right in the heart of Nolensville, Tennessee. Can't wait to see you out here at Watch 37135, and let's go Eagles!
We're here at halftime where the Colts from CCS lead the Eagles from Ezell-Harding 28-12. Eagles in the locker room trying to dial up something to get on track here in the second half. We have just under 5 minutes left to go here in the first half. We've got some halftime stats that'll be coming up for you here for the first half. 181 total yards for Christian Community to 137 for Ezell-Harding. That is a season low for the Eagles. No passing yards for the Eagles, only 4 for Christian Community. And, of course, 12 first downs to 7. CCS leading on that one as well. Only 1 turnover on the evening, and that is for the Colts. So the Eagles trying to dial up some things offensively to get on track. They've got a 16-point deficit to try and make up to get back in this ball game. I am joined here with Ezell-Harding President Dr. Lindsey Judd here at halftime. Dr. Judd, thank you for coming up to our booth, our as professional as we can make it booth.
I just ran up the stairs, so if I'm panting,
look,
the microphone
you're in your prime. But I appreciate you joining me here in the first half. Just as we look back on this school year, we're a little over a month into it, and we didn't know what this school year was going to look like,
Sure.
And it certainly has been different for us. But just kind of tell me your thoughts on how the school year's gone so far.
Well, first of all, it's awesome that we get to be out here on the middle of September when a month ago, 6 weeks ago, we didn't think this day might not even happen. So we're very fortunate that we've been able to stay healthy and have a safe school. We put a lot of protocols into place, and they've been effective. We've been very blessed that we haven't had any student cases on campus this school year, and things are semi-normal. We're taking temperatures and wearing masks and socially distancing throughout the school day, which is weird. You know, you walk up through here and see all the people with masks on. It's kind of a surreal experience, but it's great to be able to see the kids out here having fun and playing hard. We need a few more points, but it's fun to be out here on a Friday night. Kind of seems normal.
Boy, we've needed normal.
Yes.
You know, since last March when we left for spring break, and we weren't sure. We expected to come back to campus, and then after spring break, it just keeps getting pushed back to where we decided to go
Longest
virtual.
spring break in Ezell history.
Boy, it sure is. It sure was. Now, it wasn't a spring break. I didn't get to go to Florida for 3 months, but having to go virtual for the last few months I thought went really well. Just to see our faculty kind of roll up their sleeves and make a non-traditional learning environment work for our kids was impressive to see.
Well, it's a testament to our teachers, our faculty, our staff. They have worked harder than they ever have had to, and it shows how much they love our kids and they love Ezell-Harding Christian School and what they're willing to do, because they're the real heroes of this. Just their willingness to, we pivoted from brick and mortar learning to online learning in a week and a half in the spring. No training before. We had some quick training, but no training at the beginning. And our teachers knocked it out of the park, and now they're doing something we would have never even thought of a year ago, which is they're teaching both in person and virtual at the same time. And again, it's just a testament to how good of a faculty that we have. And you see it in our students, you see it through the campus, and it's just an awesome thing to witness.
I amen that for sure. And you mentioned the word normal just a few minutes ago, and at first when you have to wear your mask, it doesn't feel normal. But when you see these kids on campus and everybody's gotten used to seeing everybody in a mask, the first time you put it on, you feel a little weird. But now everybody's wearing masks, and so it starts. That's our new normal, I guess, at least for a while, until we can get a vaccine and get this COVID out of here. But it has been just awesome to see our student body and the way that they have reacted to these changes, our parents and the way that they've reacted, and as you mentioned, our faculty. It's a special. Ezell-Harding's always been a special place, but in times like this, you're really able to see exactly why it's so special, because we're able to just make changes on the fly, and we're all in it here for the kids, and it's just an exciting place to be right now.
Well, I appreciate all the job that you all are doing putting this broadcast together. It's pretty neat seeing me on screen while I talk. It takes a little bit getting used to, but we're about to score a few more points the second half. Is my prediction is the big comeback, and we're going to win this game tonight and be able to celebrate and keep watching these boys have a great season.
I like the way you think.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining me.
Thank you.
All right. Eagles back on the field here for the second half. Got a little bit of a gap to close. Hopefully they can do that quickly and then get on top here later on in the second half. The Eagles again will be kicking off to start the second half. Coach McGee and his coaching staff making some halftime adjustments. Let's see what he was able to come up with. CCS has run the ball effectively here in the first half. Over 170 yards rushing. The Eagles have had a difficult time slowing them down, and that's something that they will have to be able to do. Let's see how Jamari's feeling here in the second half. Let's see if he is able to go at quarterback. I'm not sure the status of Melvin Cousins, who was injured in the backup role for Jamari when Jamari went down in the first half as well. So again, injuries has just been difficult for the Eagles to have to adjust to, but injuries happen on each side of the ball for both teams, and you just have to make adjustments. So the Eagles are looking to do that for sure. Here to start the second half. And again, a beautiful night of football. I mean, my goodness, now I'm up here in the booth, but in preparation, it's just been just such a beautiful day to be outside and to set up for everything that goes on tonight. Just a beautiful night for football. Finally, fall feels like it's getting here. Of course, September 22nd, the first day of fall, which is not far around the corner. And looking down the road the next 10 days on the Weather Channel, looks like the cooler weather might be here to stay. Let's hope that it is. Well, I say let's hope that it is. That's a personal preference, of course. Some people like the heat. They are, I don't know, maybe a little strange. I don't like the heat. I do like this time of year here in Middle Tennessee, where we experience 4 seasons, 4 beautiful seasons. About time to start to see these leaves changing a little bit. So the Eagles out to kick off. Kane Braden puts the ball on the tee. Let's see what he dials up. The coaches have a number of different onside kicks for Kane. We haven't been able to recover one yet. He kind of pooches it a little deep. Let's see if the ball goes out of bounds, and indeed it does. So the ball goes out of bounds, flag is thrown, and CCS will have the ball first down and 10. Looks like they may make us kick it again. They do have that option. Looks like they are exercising that option. So the Eagles will be backed up to the 35-yard line. Probably a smart play there by Coach Flanders, especially given the fact that the Eagles like to onside kick. If they choose to do that, the Colts recover, then they're that much closer to scoring another touchdown. Let's see what the Eagles decide to do. Maybe a pooch, and he does. Let's see if it goes out of bounds again, and it does. I bet Flanders takes the penalty again. Looks like the Colts are going to accept this one. They will start 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. Shotgun formation for Drew Belcher. He's mixed it up. Under center, shotgun formation, but it's been the run pretty much all night. The Eagles got to find a way to stop it. Hit behind the line of scrimmage there initially. Looks like maybe by Blake Barker. Looks like Blake may have made the initial contact for Ezell-Harding, number 7. It is a loss of 4 on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 14. A little bit of trickery there from CCS, something that we have not seen yet. They pretty much have lined up and gone up the middle. That has been their bread and butter. Shotgun formation again here for Belcher, 2nd and 14. Braxton Coleman in the backfield. He gets him and drags him down for another loss. It's going to bring up 3rd and 15. Great job there by Braxton Coleman, and a nice job defensively so far by the Eagles to get some penetration in that backfield and disturb some things. Another thing that the Eagles are going to have to watch now is that play action pass. Got him a couple of times in the first half. Third down and long for the Colts. The fake, and bats it away. Nice job there by Blake Barker. Bats it down. That brings up 4th down and 15. Looks like the Colts may punt it. They don't want to give the Eagles any life, so they're going to try and punt the ball and not give the Eagles good field position. Nice job there by Blake Barker. He timed his jump perfectly, bats the ball down, and it brings up 4th and 15. The snap and the punt is away. It's a low one, and it gets shanked out of bounds at about the 45-yard line. So ends up being about a 15-yard punt, but it's 15 yards further away than where they would have been had they turned it over on downs at the line of scrimmage. So Jamari Liddell comes back into the game for Ezell-Harding. You can tell he's hobbling a little bit, but certainly good enough to come back in at quarterback. When you slow up Jamari, you slow up the offense and slow up Jamari's read. So the Eagles going to have to make some adjustments here offensively in the second half. 137 yards rushing in the first half. Stockard in motion. The give to Coleman up the middle. He picks up about 2. It'll be 2nd and 8. Nice tackle there by the Colts. Again, one of the keys to victory was getting Coleman up the field, north to south, hitting the hole hard, and with his strength, being able to just kind of drag some defenders with him. Picks up 2 on that play to be 2nd and 8. Liddell with the give to Coleman. He gets outside a little bit, runs over a tackler. He's down to the 46.5-yard line. Looks like it's going to be about 3rd and 1. 1.5. Actually, they gave him the 46. It's going to be 3rd and 1. Nice run there by Braxton Coleman. That's what he's got to do. He cannot hesitate to use his strength to run over some guys, and he did there. Got to the outside, got the defender on his heels a little bit. Gets a good gain there. 3rd and 1 for the Eagles. Give to Coleman again. He's hit at the line of scrimmage, but he carries forward, picks up 2.5 on the play. It's going to be enough for a first down for Ezell-Harding. Coleman comes out for a breather, a little bit of a water break. Melvin Cousins in for Coleman. Stockard in motion. The give is to Stockard. He is hit at the line of scrimmage, but he breaks free, and he picks up about 5.5, maybe 6 yards. A good run there by KJ Stockard. They're going to give him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Ball spotted at the 39-yard line. Good drive so far here. First drive by the Eagles in the second half. 7:50 left to play. The Eagles 2 scores down. If you count the 2-point conversions, it's 2nd and 5. Stockard in motion again. He stopped short. The give is to Cousins, and he's going to get close to a first down. He's going to be about a yard short. They give him the 36-yard line. He's going to be a couple of yards short. Looks like he may have had a hole there to hit for a first down. It just comes up short. So Cousins, who was injured in the first half, has come back in. It's good to see him back in the ball game. Braxton Coleman comes in. Braxton, of course, with the power at the running back position. Short yardage here. Coleman got a little bit of a breather the last 2 plays. He's back in. Liddell sees the hole up the middle, and he busts it back inside. He's at the 15-yard line. Jamari Liddell inside the red zone. The Human Mortgage red zone, Jamari Liddell. See the replay run here for Jamari. Nice cut back inside and then back outside again. Gets it down to the 15-yard line inside the First Mortgage, the Human Mortgage red zone. The pass to Stockard, nothing doing there. He's going to lose a couple of yards. Back to the 17-yard line. Coach McGee dialing up the pass play to KJ. Loss of 2 on the play. Actually, it's going to be a loss of 3. 2nd and 13. The gift to Coleman, looking for the hole, just not there. He gets back to the original line of scrimmage at the 15. It's going to bring up 3rd and 10. Coleman was looking to go around the left side. That wasn't there, so he cuts it back in, and wasn't much there either, but he picks up 3, gets back to the original line. 3rd and 10. Liddell back for the pass. He's got an open receiver in the end zone, and it is incomplete. KJ Stockard, or is it KJ? That is KJ Stockard. They said the ball falls incomplete. We're going to look at it here on the replay to see if he gets his hands underneath the ball. Jamari passes it out to the open. Looks like the ball did hit the turf. The nose of the football did hit the turf. It's a good call. KJ felt like he got his hands underneath it, as you can tell by his reaction, but that was a good call. 4th and 10 in the Human Mortgage red zone for the Eagles. They run the option. The pitch to Coleman. Coleman carries. They push him. He does not get the first down. They're going to come up a yard short. It's going to be a turnover on downs. Coleman looks like he picked up maybe 9 yards, but he was just a yard short. The Eagles dial up the option, 4th and 10. And a good carry, just not enough. The Eagles come up short on the 4th down attempt. 1st and 10 for CCS. .432 left here in the 3rd quarter. CCS pinned deep here. 1st and 10. Let's see if the Eagles can get a stop. The pitch. Coleman with the hit. And another hit by Alex Valbuena. Coleman holds him up long enough for Valbuena to come along and make the big smack. No gain on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10. Boy, Alex Valbuena just does not know how to hit anybody softly, which is probably a good thing for a football player. But my goodness, what a hit. Second and 10. They give up the middle, and the carry across the 15 to the 20-yard line, almost the 21-yard line. And again, that's where the strength of the run there for number 7, Will Adams. We called his name early in the game. We just called it again. Strong runner. Nice job there by CCS to pick up the 1st down. To be 1st and 10 to the 21-yard line. The give again to the outside. He steps out of bounds. It's Will Adams again. Picks up another 1st down. Runs out to the 38-yard line. It'd be another 1st down for the Colts. The Eagles having a difficult time stopping the run game. This is the point in the game where you start to see guys get a little bit gassed, guys that are having to play both sides of the ball. You're starting to see that a little bit defensively for the Eagles. 1st and 10 for the Colts. They're going to keep it on the ground, but they do have that play action that they like to dial up every now and then. Let's see what they do. There he is again. Adams on the carry. And another 1st down. Looks like Coach McGee is going to call a timeout. Sees his guys maybe winded a little bit, try and give them a little bit of a break defensively. They've got to make a stop here defensively. Coach McGee talking there with Coach Chad Thompson, the defensive coordinator and the assistant head coach for Ezell-Harding. When you're dealing with injuries on small rosters, you really have to get creative sometimes on where you put guys positionally. And I'm sure that's the conversation they're having right now. Really appreciate you guys joining in. We've got great viewership going on. Got a number of alumni watching as well. We shared it over to the official alumni Facebook page. Got over 1,200 alumni over there on our alumni Facebook page. Really appreciate you guys joining in as well. Cheering on the Eagles from your home, your living room. Again, Miss Jeff Batts. Wish he were here with me. Hope to see him back here in the booth very, very soon. Back into action here for CCS. 1st and 10. New set of downs. Met in the backfield. Boy, he's strong. The give was to Aaron Malham. He gets hit in the backfield. He's going to be dropped for a loss of 1. It was originally looked like a loss of 4 or 5, and he was able to dive back, get a little bit of that yardage back. It's going to be 2nd down and 11. Nice job defensively there. Again, penetration's been key. When the Eagles have been able to get into the backfield and disrupt that run game a little bit, they've been able to make some good defensive stops. They need one here. There's that play action. We'll get him in the backfield. The pass is complete, but he did step out of bounds at the 46, almost the 47-yard line. Looks like close to the original line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up 3rd down and about 10. Nice job again defensively. The Eagles getting into the backfield, disrupting the pass play. A great job by Belcher to get the completion. Back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 10. Big play here defensively for the Eagles. 1:45 left here in the 3rd. Still 2 scores down. Shotgun formation. The fake and the pass is intercepted by Alex Valbuena. And he barrels down to the 38-yard line. Nice job by Alex Valbuena on the interception. Looked like they were setting up the screen pass, and Valbuena did his job. He stays home and makes the interception. Let's look at that again here on the replay. Nice job. Nice grab out of the air there. Got to move this guy to wide receiver. Alex Valbuena, not his first interception. He intercepted one last year, ran it back for a touchdown. Great job there by the junior. Boy, that was a big defensive stop for Ezell-Harding. They are in business. Ball at the 38-yard line. Broke the huddle again with too many players. That's the second time that's happened for the Eagles. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty. That's not the direction you want to go. It's going to bring up 1st and 15 for Ezell-Harding. 1:35 here. Eagles can strike quick. We've seen it before. CCS has done a great job of slowing down the run game so far for Ezell-Harding. Fumble on the play. Cousins fumbles the snap. Going to lose 3 on the play to bring 2nd and 18. Cousins is in the game. Saw Jamari Liddell coming off the field, not just off the field. Looks like he may be going to the locker room maybe to get taped. Let's hope Jamari is okay and can be back in the game. But Cousins is going to take over. Fumbles the shotgun snap. The Eagles are backed up, 2nd and 18. The pitch to Coleman, who cuts it back inside. He's going to pick up a few with his strength. He's going to pick up probably about 3. It's going to be 3rd down and 15. Learning that pitch is something that Cousins has been working on in practice. Nice pitch there and to pick up a 3 on the play. 3rd and 15 for the Eagles. Definitely 4-down territory. Kane Braden in motion. Back. The pass to Valbuena is complete. What'd I tell you? He high steps it down inside the 10. Alex Valbuena. Coach McGee reaches into his bag of tricks. He had to have been listening to me. I think his headset is hooked into mine. Alex Valbuena is wide receiver. Check out the replay here. Cousins drops back. Nice pass there to Alex Valbuena. Watch him high step. This guy's not a lineman. Inside the 10-yard line, down to the 8, we have a Human Mortgage red zone for Ezell-Harding. At the end of the 3rd quarter, the Eagles are in business inside the Human Mortgage red zone, trailing 28-12, but looking good right now. We talked about Cousins' ability to throw the ball, probably his strength. We knew the first day he stepped on campus as a freshman this year that he could sling the ball. Coach McGee the way CCS has stopped the run so far, I'm anxious to see if this fourth quarter with Jamari in the trainer's room, if Coach doesn't dial up a little more of this air attack with the freshman Cousins. Obviously, 12 points is by far the lowest offensive total for the Eagles in their 8-man history. CCS has come in with a great game plan to stop that run, and they've been extremely effective so far. The Eagles, though, look like they have some renewed energy as they head to the other side of the field here to start the fourth quarter. 12 minutes left to go. Got to get a score here. Cousins shotgun formation. The give to Coleman. Actually, he keeps it himself. Inside the 10, he's going to get down to about the 6-yard line, it looks like. Looks like they may give him the 5. That's a pickup of 3, second and goal. Human Mortgage Red Zone. Again, thank you to our sponsors, Human Mortgage and Martez Coleman, Century 21 Charlton Realty, and Troy Charlton. Austin Smith with Party Foul, and Brian Snyder with Wash 37135. Thank you so much to our corporate sponsors for helping make the broadcast possible. Second and goal from the 5. Cousins in shotgun formation again. Kane Braden comes across. Cousins keeps it. He busts up the middle for an Ezell-Harding touchdown. Nice read there. It was the run option. Coleman was on the outside. Cousins sees the opening right up the middle, and he hits it hard, just like he should. And the freshman picks up his first touchdown of the season. Let's look at that replay. Nice job there by Cousins, hitting that hole. The Eagles need to pick up this 2-point conversion. This is a big defensive opportunity here for CCS to keep it a 2-score game. 28-18. Cousins in shotgun formation again. The give is to Coleman. He's going to follow. He's going to bust around the end. He hits his knee at the 1, and it is a no-good try. Coleman comes up a little bit hobbly there. 11-11 here in the fourth quarter. Ezell-Harding trails 28-18, but they're making a charge here in the fourth quarter. Special thanks to our film crew, doing a great job tonight, keeping all the action, all the different angles. Again, Mike Murray and his crew at Nashville Video Productions doing a fantastic job. Mike's been here, was here most of the day today, a good bit of yesterday and Wednesday. It takes a lot of hours and a lot of man hours to pull off something like this. So thank you to Mike Murray. And the onside kick is taken by CCS across the 50-yard line at about the 48, where they will set up 1st and 10. Be great to get a turnover here. Odds are the Colts will try to keep the ball on the ground, if for no other reason to try to run this clock out a little bit. Last time they put it in the air, Valbuena intercepts it, and they have been very successful on the ground. Quarterback under center, Belcher. The give is up the middle. He's hit at the line of scrimmage, and he barrels forward for about 3 yards. They're going to give him the 47-yard line. Pickup of about 3, almost 4. Look at that replay here. It looked like a pretty generous spot. Let's see where his knee goes down. Again, we had him wrapped him up in the backfield, and he does barrel forward. Nice job. That was a good spot. That was a great job by the referees there. Good spot. 2nd and 6, pick up a 4. Belcher again under center. And the offensive line moves. That's going to back him up 5. I think they tried to do the hard count to get Ezell to draw offsides defensively. And instead, the Colts jump. Second and 11. The Eagles need a stop here. They need a 4 and out. Not had many of those. As a matter of fact, I don't think they've had any of those so far tonight, but they need one here. Up the middle, there's that scouting report. See the defensive line split up the middle, and the run is up the middle. Pickup of about 3. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 8. Nice job there by the defense. Those quick hitters can be dangerous. Could also be an automatic call there by the quarterback if he sees something that he likes there straight up the middle. Probably has the option of doing an audible to that play. And again, you can see CCS is taking their time getting the play in, running that play clock all the way down. Referee's got his hand up. He's counting down. And they're going to call timeout. Coach is not happy. He didn't want him to take that long getting up to the line. And so CCS, instead of taking the penalty, which they cannot afford right here for 3rd and 8, they are going to call the timeout. This is a great opportunity defensively for Ezell-Harding to stop CCS, especially if they can stop them right here, maybe even make them lose a couple of yards, because at that point CCS is going to have to make a decision. They do not want to give Ezell-Harding the ball at midfield. However, the last time they punted, it was just a 15-yard punt. Coach Flanders deciding what he wants to do here on 3rd and 8. 9 minutes, 10 seconds left here in the 4th. Coach Thompson talking to his guys defensively. The Eagles have been successful when they've been able to get penetration up the middle with their linebackers, Coleman and Blake Barker at linebackers here for Ezell-Harding. Shotgun formation for Belcher. It's an interesting call here. They may put it in the air with play action again. The option, and the ball is loose, and CCS falls on it. That's what the Eagles needed. They backed them up 4 yards on the option, and the Eagles were there quickly, forcing the fumble. Let's look at the replay here. Great job here defensively. Let's see who gets in there. Ahmad Johnson gets in there, and looks like his knee was down before he fumbled, but they did not call it a fumble. It is 4th down. CCS will punt. The Eagles have nobody back. They are expecting possibly a fake. It is a punt, and he gets a good roll. It's out of bounds. On a normal field, the width not being 40 yards, it would have rolled even further, but the ball goes out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 8:21 here in the 4th quarter, and the Eagles with an opportunity to cut into this 10-point lead. Great job defensively by Ezell-Harding. A.J. Johnson was able to get to the quarterback off the right end and bring him down. Great job there by the senior A.J. Melvin Cousins, again the freshman, at quarterback. Blake Barker at running back for the Eagles. He's going to keep it, try to get outside. And he fights forward. Nice job there by Melvin Cousins, who picks up almost 2 yards. Looked like he was going to be dropped maybe for a loss, but he fights forward and picks up at least 1, almost 2. Melvin Cousins. Coach McGee not asking Cousins to do too much here, keeping it really simple for him, which is, again, another just an awesome opportunity for Melvin to get his feet wet, because he's going to be needed throughout this season. He's doing a good job. Braden in motion. Looked like they were going to try and do a shuffle pass inside, maybe to Blake Barker, and Cousins decides to keep it. He loses yardage back to the original line of scrimmage at the 25. Brings up 3rd down and 10. I'm sure Flanders is over there saying, guys, they're going to put it in the air on 3rd. They'd rather not have to do it on 4th down, although they will. My guess is Cousins puts it in the air, possibly to KJ Stockard. KJ has Miles Bernard, the big guy over there, defending him. Let's see what the Eagles dial up. KJ is in motion. Oh, and he is open down the field. And it is knocked down by Braden Chun. Just a little underthrown. KJ did beat Chun, but Chun was able to close the gap a little bit. Ball just a little bit underthrown. Cousins trying to put some touch on it, which you want. Got to get the ball airborne to try and throw it over the defender, and Chun does a great job of knocking that one down. That's going to bring up 4th down. The Eagles have no choice but to go for it here. 4th down and 10. 6:39 to go. Clock stopped on the incomplete pass. McGee with 2 timeouts left. He's got to find a way to use those wisely here in the down stretch as we get toward the end of this game. Eagles trailing 10. Cousins, the give to Coleman. Coleman is not able to break it outside. He gets wrapped up, and CCS is able to bring him down. 6:30 and counting, 28-18. The Eagles turn it over on downs. Great job defensively by CCS. Both knocking down the pass on 3rd down and then wrapping up Braxton Coleman on 4th. Most likely keeping it on the ground here again will be CCS. Coach McGee with 2 timeouts to stop the clock. Belcher under center. He gives up the middle. It's going to pick up about 2 yards. That is Malham again on the carry. His jersey's dirty because he has been touching that football a lot tonight. This would be a big win for CCS if they were able to pull this out. They started the season in a position they've never been in before, which is winless over their first 2 games. So to pick up a win on the road against a team that beat you twice last year would be a big win for Flanders and his Colt team. Give again on the outside is Adams. He is going to barrel forward. He stays in bounds, which is a smart move, and he's taken down finally at the 6, almost the 7-yard line. It's going to be 1st and goal for CCS. Little misdirection there from the Colts. Adams carries the ball. Nice job. And an even better job of staying in bounds, which keeps the clock running. We're at 5:33. A score here could put this one out of reach. Especially with the 2-point conversion. The 2-point conversion, if they get a touchdown here, will make it a 3-possession game. So if they are to score, the Eagles have got to stop them on the 2-point conversion. But let's just think that the Eagles will not even let them in the end zone here. 5:10 and counting in the fourth. Belcher under center. He's going to sneak it up the middle, crosses the 5 down to the – actually, they're going to spot him at the 5. Pick up a 2 on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 5. Nice job defensively there for the Eagles. CCS does not mind letting this clock run. But the Eagles have got to get a stop right here. CCS taking their time getting up to the line of scrimmage. Belcher goes under center again, backs in the eye. Snaps it right before, and they're going to barrel it into the end zone. Again, that's a touchdown. That's the big number 7, Will Adams. Will Adams has been in the weight room. Strong runner, and nice job there by CCS to turn the turnover on downs from Ezell-Harding into a touchdown. 34-18 CCS. 4:04 left here in the fourth quarter. Colts going for 2. Stretch the lead out to 18. 16-point lead here with just over 4 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Belcher to pass across the middle. It is complete to number 14, Asher Nix. Nice job there by the Colts. Nix breaking open there in the middle of the field. And CCS extends that lead to 36-18. The Eagles are in action next week at home again. We will have the broadcast live also next week. Pregame at 6:30, kickoff at 7. So please make sure to join us next week as well. We have 5 of our last 6 games at home. Stockard back deep to receive the kickoff for CCS. They're going to want to kick this thing deep. KJ is going to receive it at the 27. He fumbles it, picks it up, gets hit, able to bust it up the middle, gets it across the 30-yard line out to about the 33. Eagles will have it 1st and 10. .355 left in the fourth. The Eagles with a big mountain to climb. 3 scores down. They will have to score quick. Line working hard tonight. Valbuena, Hyman, and Kendall doing a good job tonight, both sides of the ball. Got Cousins, fumbles the snap. He picks it up, looks to throw it. Finds his receiver. That is Kane Braden with the reception. He picks up about 2 on the play. The clock's going to continue to tick. 3:40 to play. Nice reception there by Braden, the senior. Cousins drops back to pass. He's going to scramble, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds. He's going to lose yardage again. Looks like he lost about 4. He does get out of bounds to stop the clock. and the clock is not stopping, which is a little confusing to me. However, I'm just an athletic director. I'm not a football coach. Yeah, see? I was right. See? I know a little bit about football. Maybe I need to read a football rule book. Cousins drops back, pass across the middle to Stockard. It is complete. It is a catch out to the 49-yard line. Nice job there. Good route there by Stockard. Nice pass by Cousins. They hurry up to the line of scrimmage. Cousins drops back again. The pass is incomplete. Almost a flag on the play, but the ball was uncatchable. And so it's going to bring it. Now, that will stop the clock for sure. If there's one thing I know, and it may be the only thing I know, but an incomplete pass does stop the clock. Running out of bounds does not. Second down and 10. Looks like Lancaster and Riverside are in a battle, 32-28 right now. Lancaster leading. Good ball game there. Looks like the Eagles may have jumped early. They did not. The pass down the field to Stockard is incomplete. And that's going to bring up third down and 10. KJ Stockard's been busy tonight, more busy than he's probably been all season long. But he's getting some good opportunities, and we're gonna need him coming down the stretch, having the opportunity to use Jamar Liddell, who's more of a runner, and then bringing in Melvin Cousins, who likes to air it out. The Eagles could have they could have learned something about themselves tonight. Fumble the snap, Cousins does. And he is going to be dropped for a big loss. Back at the 39-yard line. The Eagles have to go for it. 2:20 left. Clock stops for the Ezell-Harding timeout. Again, a thank you to our corporate sponsors, Party Foul, our senior sponsor, for making tonight's broadcast and this season's home broadcasts possible. Also, a nice shout out to Century 21 Charlton Realty and Troy Charlton, as well as Martez Coleman and Human Mortgage, as well as Brian Snyder and Wash 37135. Corporate sponsorships make not only broadcasts like this happen, but so much at our school and on our campus. Thank you so much to everyone who buys into the vision of Ezell-Harding Christian School. Cousins fourth down. Coleman is scrambling, and he's going to be tackled for a loss. So the Eagles will turn it over on downs with 2:05 left to go and only one timeout left. The Colts will certainly keep the ball on the ground, may even go into victory formation and take a knee. Certainly don't want to turn the ball over and give the Eagles any life here toward the end of what looks to be the first win for the Colts on the season. They will go to 1-2. Ezell-Harding will also go to 1-2 on the season. Again, this is not a division game since CCS is in the other division in the MTAC, but it is a game obviously that you want to win. It's a rematch of last year's championship game in the MTAC, and CCS really came with a great game plan to stop the Ezell-Harding running attack, which they have been able to do. Injuries have certainly slowed them down as well, but CCS defensively has done a great job of keeping the Eagles in check. The Eagles got a quick touchdown run early on by Braxton Coleman, which is really the only big hitter that they have had so far tonight. They keep it on the ground. Kane Braden almost is able to strip that ball away. Good job there by Kane. The carry by number 24. That is Logan Duvall. He has been one of the heavy carriers for the Colts. It's been Duvall and Malham and Adams on the ground for CCS. False start for CCS. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 10. We're under a minute to play here in the 4th quarter. Ezell-Harding will take the loss. They'll regroup and be back in action here on campus next Friday against, I believe, Franklin Christian School. When time expires, we will have a little bit of a post-game wrap-up before we log off and talk about the upcoming schedule as well. We're under 10 seconds. The Eagles are just going to let the clock run out. Congratulations to CCS on a well-played game this evening. You get to see the guys do the new type of handshake where you don't shake hands. You just kind of walk across and just say, good game. Nice job by the officiating crew tonight. Ezell-Harding falls to the Colts 36-18. Teams meeting at midfield. CCS picks up the W. Coach Flanders and Coach McGee. Friends off the field, of course. Two good football coaches right there. And CCS comes out with a nice road win. Both teams now at 1-2. We're going to take a commercial break, and we will be right back.
Welcome out out to watch 37135. My name is Brian Snyder, Ezell-Harding alumni, class of 1996. We can't wait to welcome you out to the car wash. We are located right in the heart of Nolensville, Tennessee. Can't wait to see you out here at Wash 37135, and let's go Eagles!
We're back to wrap things up here for this evening. Ezell-Harding falls to Christian Community School 36-18. Low scoring affair for the Eagles, held to their lowest point total since they entered 8-man football, 18 points. The Eagles, again, suffering a lot of injuries and guys playing different positions. Coach McGee is going to rally the guys. He's as steady as they come, but he is going to rally the guys, and they'll have a week to make some adjustments as they come into another home matchup next Friday night. Coach McGee, Coach Thompson, and Coach Blue, they're having a great conversation already, thinking about next week. I'm sure these guys work hard all throughout the week. They will be in action next Friday night as we look at the upcoming schedule for Ezell-Harding. They are here next Friday against Franklin Christian, and then back again on October the 2nd against Providence Christian. Providence, their first year entering the MTAC for 8-man football. Then we have fall break off. We'll have a break between the October the 2nd and October 16th game. We'll be back in action on the 16th, but we'll be at Riverside, and that's a 6 p.m. start at Riverside. Pretty good drive. We will not be broadcasting that game. If Riverside decides to broadcast, we will let you know. On October 23rd, and October 30th, we will finish with Sacred Heart and Lancaster Christian. That's going to do it for tonight, folks. Ezell-Harding falls 36-18 to Christian Community. We appreciate you guys joining us, and we are going to sign off for tonight. Join us 6:30 next week as we take on Franklin Christian Academy. So long for tonight. This is Jason Charlton. Hopefully Jeff Batts will be back with us next week in the booth. So long for tonight.